Hey, good morning and welcome to challenge number 9 of the Sweet16 Summer Challenges. And yeah, you'll see for today's challenge we've got some sea beside us for the first time in these challenges. So that's pretty nice, and yeah, it's a pretty tough one as well. I've just come down from a place called Hartland, 4 k's to get from the town down to the coast, to Hartland Quay, and that's where the path starts proper. So let's get going and I'll tell you more about it in a sec. Looking like a beautiful day for it. So, indeed, today we are by the sea. How beautiful it is. To be more specific, we are on the southwest coast path. And if you were to search for what's the most challenging stretch of coastal path in England, the bit we're on is what comes up in the results. The southwest coast path runs 630 miles in total, Somerset, Devon, Cornwall, round to Dorset. And this stretch from Hartland Quay down to Bude is regarded by most as being the most challenging. It's 27, 28, 29 kilometres with around about 1,400 metres of ascent and descent. There's kind of 10 valleys you pass as you take on the route, so those valleys become quite relentless towards the end, I think. So yeah, that's what we're doing. That is the hike for today, befitting of challenge 9 of the Sweet16 Summer Challenges. And on we go. So there's a small additional challenge element to this hike today, in that it's not a circular route, so you don't automatically end up back at the beginning. So the end of the route is Bude, and to get back to Hartland, there are 4 buses that go in a day, and the last one is 17:25. So in principle I left about 5:30 this morning. It should give me plenty of time, but I need to make sure that I do get there in time to get that last bus back. Otherwise, I'm kind of stranded in Bude. So I think we found ourselves here now at the first of these valleys. I think this is the welcome mouth, and see the path going down to the sea, and then just off I can also see the path heading back up, and we've got 10 of these to traverse before we get to Bude. Let me just show you the path on the other side. So you can just see that it snakes up, zigzags around, up onto the top, and then continues along the coast. And that's where we're heading. So let's go and get this first one done. Welcome mouth. Let's go. So now we're just dropping down into the second valley of 10. This one is Marshland Mouth, and again it's down, bit of a beach I guess, and then back up the other side. So down here at Marsland Mouth, this little bridge here, pretty important little bridge, because where I have just come from is Devon, and when I get to the other side of the bridge, we are into Cornwall. So we've exited Devon and now we're in Cornwall. So I think we're just dropping down now into the third valley. This one is called Litter Mouth. Pretty steep steps down there. Let me just show you. So you can see the steps down and across, and then you can actually see the zigzag on the other side. It will come back up from. That's where we're heading. Quite a set of steps over there, in a pretty impressive setting too. Not forgetting a quick check back where we've come from, all the progress we're making. Way back there is when we started, about 17 kilometres, 5.5 hours ago. Got to keep going though, because we've got to get there by 25 minutes past 5. Fingers crossed we will. This is some pretty impressive scenery, isn't it? So I think this is us dropping down into the fourth valley, Yoel, Y-O-E-L, Yoel Mouth. I mean, does it get much more rugged and spectacular than that? Wow, that is something else. Where am I glad I've got long trousers on? This stuff is lethal. So we've just come down valley number 5 and heading back up. That one was called Morwenna's Well, and now we're heading back up the other side. So just past the bottom of valley number 6, Tidner Chute, and we're on the way back up now to the other side. Top of this one, 6 out of 10 done, and we're currently 20 kilometers in. All going good. So we're just on the path down to number 7 valley, Stanbury Mouth. And I can see when we get to the bottom, it's a pretty significant old climb back up. Looking forward to that. So this is the bottom of Stanbury Mouth. There's a little beach down there as well, but we're going to keep on keeping on, heading up, because that's a bit of a climb that we've got to do. So I'd rather just get that done. So that was the bottom of Duck Pool, number 8. Popular little spot for families and beach fun. No time to stop for that, unfortunately, today, as we are on our way up the other side of Duck Pool. So just on, we start this ascent, distance just ticked over to 25k so far, and ascent just ticked over to 1,000 meters. So we've climbed a kilometer so far. I think there's maybe 200-400 meters more of climbing before the end. Maybe another 4 or 5 kilometers distance. We'll see. We're on the downside now to number 9, which I believe is called Warren Gutter. It's not too far down to this one, but it's quite a climb up the other side. That's where some of our remaining ascent is going to come. Here we go, crossing Warren Gutter. Just take on board a little bit of extra energy before we start. So we're up and out of the gutter now, out of Warren Gutter, and God, I can see it's relatively flat, a bit undulating, but nothing too crazy, I don't think. We've got one more valley to cross, down and up, a sandy mouth, and then beyond that is the road to Bude. In terms of a time check, the time now is 2:10. We've got to be there for about 5:30. I'm hoping we're going to be okay. There'll be time for a big old ice cream on the beach at Bude. And that'd be good. So that bridge there is the bottom of the Sandy Mouth Valley. So now we basically head on that way, up and over, and somewhere over there we come out of the Sandy Mouth Valley, and a bit further on should be Bude. But we'll have crossed the 10 valleys, the 10 coombs between Hartland Quay and Bude. Next milestone, get to Bude and find that ice cream. So there was a cheeky 11th mouth just there, North Cut mouth. And you can see the zigzags of the path down, just taking the path back up. the other side. But what I did see was a signpost saying 1 mile or 1.6 kilometres to Bude, which was welcome. And there is the beach at Bude, almost in touching distance. And of course I shouldn't forget to mention my t-shirt and the whole reason why I'm doing this challenge and this whole set of challenges is to say thank you to Kamran's ward and the Children's Hospital for the fantastic care that they've given us in Amelia and continue to do so. And I'm hoping to fundraise a little bit of money for the charity. There's a QR code up on the screen. For those that have donated, thank you so much. It's really, really appreciated. And if you would still like to donate, that would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much again. Every penny, every donation makes a difference to ensure that Kamran's ward can continue to do the amazing work that they do. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so we're here in Bude, at the Bude end of the southwest coastal path. My watch is telling me 31.7 kilometres, 1,230 metres of ascent, and just under 10 hours total time. So, with that, I'm going to say that is the Sweet16 Summer Challenges number 9, the southwest coastal path, Hartland Quay to Bude, done. you.